Welcome back. This is episode 18 of Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson, author of Defeating the Unbeatable. First of all, I want to thank those of you who have taken the time to listen to the Bleeding Daylight podcast that I was on recently. If you haven't had a chance yet, you can follow that on most apps, including Spotify, Google Play, and Apple. Check those out, leave reviews. It was a super awesome and engaging podcast, so go check it out if you haven't yet. And just as a reminder, I'm running a sale on my book, Defeating the Unbeatable. Currently, it's $7, and that is including shipping for those of you that need this shipped out to you. So if you want to order your signed copy, please visit my website, craigery19.wixsite.com/defeat to order your copy. Now, let's jump right into this week. This week, we're going to look at a different concept. And instead of looking inward at ourselves, we're going to take a look at showing outward as we discuss the idea of being vulnerable. Now, growing up, we often heard different stereotypes about what a real man or a strong person looks like and how they act. We've seen videos and movies of that hardworking blue collar person who's always stoic, never shows emotions, just has those hands about them, the facial expressions, like they're going to get in and get after and get things accomplished. Now, this vision for many of us has been so vivid and ingrained that without even knowing it, it's changed us. Maybe some of us more than others, some of us just little pieces here and there, but we've all could take it some time and really look back, and I'm sure we'd come across either ourselves or someone we know who fit this bill. Now, however, what we don't often see is the toll it takes on that person who is always so stoic. I grew up knowing that it was okay to show emotions, but after a while, I became that person that wanted to be there for others and have kind of this rock personality that I would be the rock for others. Over the course of the battle my first wife Rachel had with cancer, I had many moments where I had the rock personality for everyone else. I bottled up most of my emotions, only occasionally showing those emotions. Then at times I would just snap and have anger. And for those of you that know me very well, know that's not my typical character. By being vulnerable, we give others the opportunity to be there for us, which many are looking for that opportunity to return the favor if you are a rock personality for them or they've seen it for others. It also helps prevent the buildup and then the blow up that typically occurs when you're unable to hold it back any longer. These blowups usually cause even more harm that becomes a further detriment to you and possibly others as well. So really thinking about how you could maybe be more vulnerable in your life and what the possible benefits of it could be huge. So a couple key takeaways that I want you to just take away from this short video, kind of think about it, process it, digest it. Number one, it's okay to be vulnerable. It does not make you weaker. I repeat, it does not make you weaker. Number two, being vulnerable can allow for growth in relationships. Being able to be vulnerable will allow people to grow deeper with you, be able to live through some of that not so great times and build those connections that become stronger and those bonds that will allow you to get through either even more difficult times or other difficult times as well. And finally, being vulnerable can prevent buildup of emotions that lead to blowups. By being vulnerable and sharing your emotions, you're not bottling those up and ending up doing something that you'll regret later on in life. So think about those three takeaways about being vulnerable. And I'm going to leave you again with a quote. This quote is from author Brené Brown. Fantastic person to listen to. So if you ever are needing some material, look her up. The quote is, "Vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. It is the source of hope, empathy, accountability, and authenticity." I hope you have a great rest of your day and defeat the week.